Guys, Jimbo 203 back at you another one. This is a local story from where I'm from. For years and years, our city has been plagued by violence, and it seems that you get little hot spots, and then it calms down for a couple weeks. Then they go back to hot spots like warring. Not sure what this is all about, but like back in the 90s, it was just warring every day, people dying every day, like lost dozens of friends, and people were just, it was normal to see dead bodies and police tape everywhere and shooting and bullets and all kinds of stuff, losing friends. It was bad. But now it seems that it's getting worse again, so this is what's happened in the last, I'd say, 3-4 days in my city, Bridgeport, Connecticut. So this is the story here. In less than a week, gun violence has killed 3 people and wounded more than a handful of others in the city, according to police officials. Thursday night saw 2 male victims and 2 female victims shot, according to Police Chief Armando Perez. He said one of the male victims died from his injuries. Bridgeport police called in mutual aid from surrounding communities and Connecticut State Police to help city police officers on the scene at Bridgeport Hospital following the shooting. The chief attributed Thursday night's gun violence to violent groups in the city, one that have targeted each other for years. We're not going to stand for this, Perez said Thursday later night. We're going to protect the citizens of the city of Bridgeport. We'll see about that. As far as I remember, as far back as I can remember, the police there are a lot of good cops, but there's a lot of bad cops, and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. The city has been pretty bad for, ever. This is ghetto. So, I'm on the east side where a lot of the violence happens, where I'll show you in a minute. The gunshots rang out shortly before 8 p.m. Thursday, sending police to the area of Huntington Road and Boston Ave. Medics were also dispatched about 5 minutes from the house. Scott Appleby, the city's director of emergency communications and emergency management, said preliminary reports indicate 3 people had gunshot wounds and were taken to Bridgeport Hospital. He said there were no further information on the extent of the injuries. The Chief Perez later confirmed that shooting wounded 4 victims, 1 fatally. It marks the city's 9th homicide of the year and the 3rd just this week. See what I mean about the hot spots? Like, it just goes absolutely berserk for a period of time, and then it'll calm down a little bit, and then it'll go berserk again. Multiple people were injured, 2 fatally, in a series of separate shootings in the city starting late Monday afternoon through Tuesday morning. 2 victims suffered non-life-threatening injuries at a Harold Avenue shooting around 5 p.m. Monday. The city's 7th homicide took place in the area of Fairfield Avenue and Albion Streets shortly after 6 p.m. Monday. Police identified the victim as 18-year-old Eugene Stinson. Rest in peace to this young man. A very short life, cut short. It's just terrible the rate we're losing our children. I have a kid that's going to be 16 in August, and it really hurts every time I see a young life lost or any life lost. A close family friend said he was known as Stink. The 8th homicide this year killed 52-year-old Wayne Walcock on William Street around 10:45 p.m. So, if I go out of my yard and walk for 1 minute to 90 seconds, I'm on William Street. So this is very, very close to home and the epicenter of where a lot of the violence happens. One man was in critical but stable condition after shooting around 12:40 a.m. Tuesday in the area of Ellsworth Street and Fairfield Ave. That's on the other side of town, west side, south side. Another individual had non-life-threatening injuries after a shooting on Dover Street Tuesday morning around 11. Dover is on the east side also. Maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes in the car from where I'm at. Detectives continue to investigate these incidents and homicides. Anyone with information can call Bridgeport Police Tips Line at 203-576-TIPS. So, yeah, see, I'm hoping my goal is road to 1K subscribers right now. If you got this far, I appreciate it if you could subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think. I really want to get to 1K to be able to go live on my phone and go out and report from where these, from the scenes. I just can't go live on my phone right now. I don't plan on ever getting paid for this, but I would like to be able to go and report from where these things are happening. There's a lot of big things happening right now. There was a group occupying in front of the police station, sleeping there. That would have been very good to go out and cover. There was, multiple shootings. That would have been good to be able to go out there and cover it from the scene. But that's my goals in the future for this channel, and hopefully you guys can help me out on that. Like, again, I don't ever plan on getting paid from it. I just want to be able to go live and go to the news and make my channel a little better that way. All love is appreciated. Rest in peace to all the victims. Condolences to the families. I pray that things will get better. I lost my brother, not to gun violence, but to something bad. Years ago, maybe 19 years ago or 17 years ago, and every day is, you think about him, and it just hurts, and I can't imagine losing a loved one that's 16, 18, 14. These kids are dying very young here, and I just pray that things gets better. God bless everyone again, and if you find in your heart to help me grow my channel, that would be great. If you guys have a channel with content on it and want me to sub back, I would do that also. Just leave a comment down below when you subbed. And if it shows that you subbed and my number went up, then I will give you the sub back. It's not a problem. It's about growing together, and I'm trying to do that. Thank you very much. Jimbo TV loves everybody. Bridgeport, please put the guns down. Let's try to get this violence under control. Hold the police accountable for their actions when they have violent encounters. And let's just try to get this city heading in the right direction. God bless again. Rest in peace to the victims. Condolences to the families. I pray that everything's going to work out for all you guys. Love and blessings, Jimbo 203. Peace.